I'm eating every cheese and onion sandwich in the UK. Well, all the major supermarkets anyway, to find out who makes the best.
So Friday after work, we traveled across the city to 13 different grocery stores to pick up all of the cheese and onion sandwiches we could find. Silly us, we didn't realize Friday afternoon is the worst time to buy a sandwich. Everyone's already bought them for work. So after a bit of digging and hunting, 3 hours later, we had 11 cheese and onion sandwiches ready to taste test.
High five!
But then we forgot ASDA. So off we went again to find the last cheese and onion sandwich. Let's fast forward to the next day.
I'll be ranking them from best to least best, and I'll be using criteria like taste and texture to make my decision. Best will be ranked Wallace and Gromit traveling to the moon to eat this sandwich. Least best will be Stinky Limburger cheese. Cheese and onion sandwiches are my all-time favorite, and I'm really hungry. So let's get started. As we don't like food waste at Black Cat Kitchen, I'm going to be cutting each half of my sandwich in half again so that I have a quarter. Everyone knows the middle is the best bite, and then I can share the rest of the sandwiches with my friends and family. So let's start with Co-op, coming in at £1.40. So this one is made with medium mature cheddar, red Leicester cheese with mayonnaise, red onion, and mustard on malted bread. I've never had mustard or never used mustard in a cheese and onion sandwich, so that'll be interesting. First and foremost, a decent amount of filling, so not too thin. Let's take a big bite. You definitely get a little bit of warmth from the mustard. It's not the onioniest, which isn't the worst thing, but the cheese isn't quite as sharp as I normally like it. It's not a bad cheese and onion sandwich. I think we'll start it in the middle and we'll work from there. And I think because it's not too oniony, it's probably a great choice to bring to the office. Next up, this one tends to be a favorite. This is Waitrose, coming in at £1.90. Uses cheddar and red Leicester. Don't think there's mustard in this one, so it might be a little bit different from the Co-op one. Actually not as full as the Co-op one either. The bread feels very similar. It's got little seed bits in it, just like the Co-op one did. More oniony, but definitely more cheesy. The bread has a really nice flavor as well. It lends really well to the sandwich. It's got a really nice creaminess. They've obviously used a little bit more mayo. I'd rank it higher than Co-op, but let's not be too overzealous. We'll put it sort of in between the best and the middle, and we'll go from there. Next up is the Tesco cheese and onion sandwich, coming in at £1.50, and it's part of the Tesco's famous meal deal. If you don't know what a meal deal is, it's a sandwich, a bag of crisps, and a drink for less than buying all three of them together. ASMR opening of the sandwich. So this one is on white bread with oatmeal, which I prefer my cheese and onion sandwich on white bread, but I'm not gonna be biased. We're gonna give it a taste and see how we go. Lots of filling in this one. Smells great, and it's got like a really nice, it doesn't feel stale, it feels like it's got a really nice texture. Let's give it a try. Really mild on the onion, so again, a great one to bring for work. Yeah, that cheese is really in your face. Less mayo than the Waitrose one, I would say, but definitely more cheese, and a really strong cheese as well. Really delicious, and like I said, I really like the white bread. The oatmeal gives it a little bit more texture, a little bit more chew to it, and who doesn't love a meal deal? Good one, Tesco. Personally, for me, I'm gonna rank this closer to Wallace and Gromit. I think this one they might just fly to the moon for. Next up, Aldi, our cheapest option at £1.19. Pretty great value for a supermarket sandwich. This one has a medium mature cheddar, so I'm not sure how strong the cheese is gonna be. It's also got red Leicester. It's got both regular and reduced fat mayonnaise in it, and it's on an oatmeal bread, very similar to the Tesco one. It's got a good amount of filling in there. Doesn't smell super cheesy or super oniony. I'll be honest, I don't love it. It's really mayonnaise forward. Less cheese flavor, less onion flavor, just really creamy, mayonnaise-y. Not really what I look for in a cheese and onion sandwich. This one definitely goes towards the Limburger side. Sorry, Aldi. If you're not heading to the UK anytime soon, but you're craving a cheese and onion sandwich, or you just want to give it a try, I've made the perfect recipe and I've pinned it in the comments below. You can even go the extra mile and try making your own bread. I've got both a sandwich bread and a sunflower rye pinned down below for you to check out. Next up is our first of the 2 Londis sandwiches. This is from Urban Eats and it came in at £2.35. Of all of them, this is probably the most out there interesting packaging. This one has a blend of mayonnaise, so who knows what that means. Red Leicester cheese, cheddar cheese, onion, and malted bread. Oh. They also support the Urban Garden Project, which gives back to local communities to help grow gardens. Pretty cool. We like that, Urban Eat. Good job. This bread seems to be darker, has a lot more bits in it. Quite grainy and seedy, and a little bit less filling than some of the other ones. Right, okay, I'm already not inspired by the lack of filling in this sandwich, but maybe it'll make up for it in taste. No. It's more onion forward than some of the other sandwiches, which I don't mind, but it really doesn't have that cheesiness that I'm looking for. And even then, it's not quite as creamy as some of the other ones. The bread has a really nice flavor though. I do like the bread, but not even in my top 5 at this point. The bread has better flavor, so for probably that reason alone, I'm gonna put it higher than Aldi. Also, the Aldi one really doesn't have any onion flavor at all, and for a cheese and onion sandwich, you really want a little bit of onion in there. So at the moment, this is going to go just ahead of Aldi. But worth noting, it's almost double the price of the Aldi sandwich. Coming in next is one of the more popular supermarkets, ASDA. This sandwich is £1.50. It's on malted bread with a medium mature cheddar, red Leicester, and onion with mayonnaise. All right, that's a decent amount of filling. Not loads, but a decent amount. Again, it's on like a malted bread, so it's got a lot of seeds in it. Maybe not as strong of a cheese flavor, but the onion is really good in this one. The bread is great. It's not stale at all for a supermarket sandwich. I think this one might go above Co-op, but below Waitrose. That's pretty decent, and I wouldn't be mad at that sandwich for £1.50. So the next one is from Budgens, which is usually a petrol station, grocery store type thing. And this one came in at £2.49, so one of our more expensive sandwiches. They called it a red Leicester and cheddar, so we almost didn't even find it, and it was the last one in stock. This would be really typical. Say you're headed to work, gone to fill up your car in the morning, forgot to grab lunch or didn't have time to grab lunch, and you'd run in and grab one of these from Budgens. So you'd be more likely to pay the higher price because you didn't have to stop in a supermarket. It's very white looking. For a red Leicester sandwich, there's not much red Leicester in there. But I do love the color of the bread, and actually the feeling of the bread is really soft. The filling looks really dry. All the filling's kind of stuffed in the middle, so it looks like when you pick it up that it's very full, but there's no filling at the edge. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. That's not nice. It has no flavor. It's basically just bread and mayonnaise. It's really not nice. Do better, Budgens. This is an easy decision.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's just mayo.
It literally just tastes like mayonnaise. It's disgusting.
The bread's good. The
Sure.
bread's the best bit.
Sure, the bread's fine, but
The bread is the best bit of that
it
sandwich.
did not make up for the mediocre amount or the disgusting taste of the filling. Next is our second Londis option. This one is from Fresh Foods For You. They say they're handmade sandwiches, and it comes in at £2.30. I was most excited about this one. I found this one tucked all the way behind the other sandwiches, but this one I'm most excited because it is so full of filling. Fingers crossed when I open it up, and it's just on plain white bread. 28% cheese, that's what it says. Looks like there's quite a bit of onion in it. And the bread is super soft. Yeah, see, that's a decent amount of filling all the way through. The bread is so squidgy. I was so excited for that. That is worse than Budgens. That is awful. That is like, they took the cheapest cheese possible. It tastes like mayonnaise and rubber. There's no onion flavor. Ugh, it's terrible. Worse than Budgens. goes to the end, stinky Limburger. That is where it belongs. Now comes our most expensive sandwich from Shell. And funny story about this sandwich, Mr. Editor ran in to grab it. On the packaging, it says $3.65. He was charged $3.99 and felt like he was just too polite and British to say anything. Because it's so expensive, I'm expecting good things, but so far from the more convenient options. So this one does say it has cheddar, red Leicester, red onion, mayonnaise on oatmeal bread. You know, it smells okay. Again, lacking a little bit of filling all the way to the edges. To be fair, that's a pretty decent cheese and onion sandwich. The cheddar is really cheese forward, very strong cheddar. Maybe a little bit too much mayonnaise, it's a little bit gloopy, but really good onion flavor in this one. And the bread's also really nice, so I don't begrudge the $3.99 that Mr. Editor paid for it. It's definitely not a Wallace and Gromit worthy sandwich, but it surely isn't a Limburger. I'm just gonna have a little sniff. Right, okay, I've made my decision. Deli by Shell, better than ASDA, not as good as Waitrose. Next is another UK favorite supermarket, Marks & Spencer's. This one comes in at £2.25 and it feels like a hefty boy. Marks & Spencer's M&S is a premium supermarket, so I'm expecting a really good sandwich. This one says it's made with farmhouse cheddar cheese, red Leicester, mayonnaise, red onion on oatmeal bread. Oh yeah, look at that filling. You can really tell they've jammed that full of filling. And you can feel it. This sandwich weighs a lot. That looks like a perfect cheese and onion sandwich. The bread feels great, hearty enough to hold the filling, but not too hard that it's not soft and lovely. And look at, it's full all the way through. This is not one to take to work with you. It is onion heavy, but perfect amount of mayonnaise. The cheese is just really sharp. The onion cuts through that. This is fly to the moon sandwich right here. In my time in the UK, I've really never had a bad Marks & Spencer sandwich. I mean, this is not a sponsored video, and it's not my normal supermarket. I don't shop there every day. But when it comes to sandwiches, Marks & Spencer's is king. This one's an easy decision. It's going to the top of the pile. Our penultimate sandwich is from Sainsbury's at £1.75. 3.5% red onion. So again, like the other ones, I'm not really sure if that's enough onion. Medium mature cheddar, red Leicester cheese. Oh, it's also a meal deal. A lot of the big supermarkets have meal deals, but I think Tesco's was the one who made it famous. All right, a good amount of filling. So it feels a little bit squidgy, but we'll see how we go. It's just okay. A little bit too much mayonnaise maybe. Definitely not enough onion. The cheese is fine. It could be a little bit stronger. It's just okay. It's an okay sandwich. I think I know exactly where I'm gonna put this one. All right, so this one for me goes between Co-op and Londis. Last, but certainly not least, well, we hope it's not least, Morrisons at £1.50. All right, not a bad amount of filling, good in the center, a little bit less on the edges, but actually a decent amount in the middle, so you could probably get away with it. Smells good, the bread smells really good actually. Texture is really good, perfect amount of mayonnaise, not enough onion, and the cheese just could be that little bit stronger. It's not bad as far as sandwiches go. I wouldn't go out of my way, it's not the one that I would go and buy just because I desperately wanted a cheese and onion sandwich. But yeah, it's a pretty good cheese and onion sandwich. Better than okay. So it's definitely somewhere in this section. Better than Sainsbury's. Is it better than Co-op? It's not better than Co-op. That's my final decision. Better than Sainsbury's, not better than Co-op. There's Morrison, pretty much smack dab in the middle. It's a middle of the road sandwich. Our final ranking, the stinkiest Limburger of all of the sandwiches is the Londis Fresh Food for You sandwich. That tasted horrible. I never want to even look at it ever again. It was awful. Coming in at second worst, the Budgens sandwich, the red Leicester and cheddar. Maybe it's just not meant to be a cheese and onion sandwich. Next coming up is Aldi, which wasn't terrible for £1.19, but it's not a sandwich that I'm gonna go buy again, I'll be honest. Coming in fourth place is the Londis Urban Eats. I love their ethos. I love that they give back to the community. Just not a great sandwich. Maybe their ham and cheese is better. Next is the least best of the big UK supermarkets, our Sainsbury sandwich. Just really didn't do anything for me. Not enough flavor in the sandwich. Coming up next, middle of the road Morrisons. Co-op sandwich, actually pretty good. We're getting to the, the good sandwiches now. Sandwiches that if I was out and I was hungry, I would make an effort to stop. I'd pick up a Co-op cheese and onion for sure. And one better than Co-op, we're looking at ASDA at £1.50, good value. Then surprisingly, we went with the Deli by Shell cheese and onion, our most expensive sandwich at $3.69 or $3.99 if you got ripped off. But the flavor was good, and it's, again, if I was on a road trip or stopped somewhere, I would not hesitate to buy this sandwich, even at the higher price point. It's actually a really nice sandwich, and I don't begrudge the price. Waitrose comes in third at £1.90, a really good cheesy, oniony flavor. Now Tesco smashed it out of the park with their £1.50 sandwich. Plus, you could add the meal deal in. Really, really impressed with Tesco's coming in second place. And of course, the king of sandwiches, the winner, Marks & Spencer's cheese and onion sandwich, hands down. Would go out of my way if I was craving a cheese and onion sandwich. That's where I'm going. If you're visiting England from anywhere else in the world, hit up Marks & Spencer's and grab yourself a cheese and onion sandwich. Let me know down below. Did I miss any cheese and onion sandwiches? Do you think I'm wrong? What's your favorite cheese and onion sandwich? I know this video is a little bit different from our normal recipe videos, but if you liked it, let me know and maybe we'll do some more in the future. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.